It's back. Hey, you missed your cue. Gee, thanks.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome. I'm RJ. You are awesome. And yes, it's back. What's back? Why, this. This is back. For those of you that don't know, this is our Partscaster, which we've been building from parts that I had lying around the house. Yeah, I know. I had that many parts lying around the house. But actually, it's not a Partscaster. This is our BC Rich parts bitch. I sanded the body and reapplied the finish and the clear coat and all that stuff. And then I assembled everything. And then at that point, I sent it off to a friend of mine to put the pickups in for me. That's all he was supposed to do. By the way, those pickups were actually purchased on eBay. They're actives. I opted not to put the pickups that I had here in the house in the guitar after all. Anyway, so he was just supposed to put them in. And, well, you know, things happen. He had to put this guitar off for a while, and I was just nice and patient. So he decided to help us out, and he finished the guitar. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, RJ, that means the guitar is done, right? Actually, not quite. It's definitely playable. It's definitely fun to play, and it sounds great. But we'll get into that more later. You see, while he was working on it, I was trying to find a backplate for the control cavity. I couldn't find one. We're actually going to make one, or as close as I can get, with the backplate that I have that doesn't fit. We're also going to talk about the pickups and basically review them. But before we get started, do me a favor. If you're finding this video useful, how about smashing that like button? And why don't you subscribe and ring the notification bell if you haven't already, because when you do that, then you'll know whenever we post another video, all right? And if you like these kind of videos, then how about supporting the channel by hitting the super thanks button and leaving us a tip? Or you go by going over to Cave Dwellers. That's our merch store. The link is in the description. And once you're there, you can buy a t-shirt, a hat, a coffee mug, or a sticker. Now, I got to set up for the next shot. So you guys take a closer look at the guitar. Okay, so let's talk about these pickups. Originally, I was going to go with a set of Roswell pickups that I had lying around after I upgraded my Harley Benton S620. But along the way, I felt kind of funny because, yes, those are good pickups, but they're not metal. And I was looking around because I knew I could find a set of actives for about $40. The only question was, would they be any good? So I went looking around. I went to my usual suspects. I got two guys that I go to, and I actually found this set with this configuration. My second guy, Sandman 8753. I believe that's the number that goes along with his name. But anyway, I'm going to put a link in the description to his store. So don't worry so much about his name. Just use that link. All right. Now, he regularly has good quality pickups that he gets from suppliers that make them out of Korea. So they're good pickups, okay, coming from companies that have historically made lots of pickups for other companies. This set was only missing a three-way switch, which I had to provide. I think that's actually a flaw on his part or the supplier's part. So I mention it here so you can expect to have to supply one. But honestly, for $40, if you got to supply a switch, not a big deal. I actually think that these are the same pickups that other companies are putting their names on and reselling. They just don't have any names on them, so they're even less expensive. And I think that's proven to be true because I've been playing this guitar for about a week now, and man, it sounds good. If you're asking me that do these sound like an 81, 85 set, which when I purchased them, by the way, they were like being compared to, I really can't tell you because it's been a long time since I played a guitar that had an 81, 85 set. I can tell you though, they sound really good. You get all the chugs you want all day long, and it's got great, they have a great full response, and that compression that you only get from active pickups, it's definitely present, and it definitely helps with the chugging. So if you're looking for an inexpensive set of active pickups, then this is a good set to go with. All right. If you're not sure about the configuration because of the number of tone controls, look around. I'll supply. I'll give you guys a link to another supplier that also sells these. And at the time that I purchased these, he was selling a set that had two volume and 2 tone controls. And it was the same price. So there are suppliers out there, and I'm going to give you links to 2. All right. Hey, what's up? RJ from the future here, and just got to let you know a couple of things. First, that there's been a lot going on behind the scenes in this video. It's caused the production of this video to change quite a bit. Originally, it was supposed to be just kind of like do a last couple of things, tweak the guitar, and then be done with it, call it a day. And, well, I had a little more time with the guitar, and I was able to really find some things. So we're going to do another video with this one, and we're going to take care of the back plate, which is, I haven't been able to find one, so I have to make one. And I have a big enough one that I could kind of make it work if I cut it down. It's not going to be perfect, but we're going to use that. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to address another issue in the control cavity, which is that the battery is now bouncing around in there, causing problems whenever it hits a pot, and then it makes static as you're playing. So we can't have that, so we got to fix that as well. And on top of that, the tuners, well, the tuners were a set that I had lying around the house that I was given as part of a project guitar that, let's face it, was probably a piece of crap anyway. So it's no big surprise that the tuners need to be changed. So we're going to buy and install a set of tuners in that video as well, all right? So with that, back to your regularly scheduled video. And that's going to be it for this one. You've been awesome. I've been RJ. Until the next one, take it easy.